Next up is a cheesecake. There's my little cheesecake with my slice over here. Okay. Uh-oh, I lost my whipped topping. It's hard already. I like my nail. You'll see it in several videos that I made today because I have paint under there, and it's one of those permanent paints and I can't get it out. So I'm just going to have a black fingernail for a couple days. Anyway, there's my whipped topping. I'll have to attach that later. And there's my slice of cake. Or it's cheesecake. Can you see the texture? Anyway, I'll show you how to do this real quick. Start out with 2 different shades of brown. This will be your crust. Take a little bit of each, mix it together, and roll it through the pasta machine on the widest setting. Then I'm using my circle cutter. Catherine, did you take my circle cutter? The one I had out here?
This?
No, it was a Kemper cutter.
And here?
Yep, that would be it. Thank you. Okay, sorry about that. Here it goes, sweetie. Anyway, you take this. This is going to be the crust of your thing. Cut it out. You have to take your Kemper cutter. I like to move it around and then pop it out, and you'll have a little bit of color variation. This one's mixed a little too well, but that's okay. We're going to have that on there. Now I'm going to use a rolled up ball of tin foil for my texture, and you don't really need texture on the top, but you could do the sides. And you could wait to do the sides until you do the top too. I'm using just plain translucent clay rolled out on the thickest setting, which is number 1 on my Atlas pasta machine. And then I cut it out with the same exact one, except it's too thick. Try and get them lined up pretty good. Now throw that, just stack that right on there, so that you're going to have 3 layers, and you're gonna see a seam right there. You can use your finger. You can see the seam too easy, so use your finger to kind of spread it around. And don't worry about getting it misshapen too much. I mean, you wouldn't want to do it a lot, but okay. So now you have your little cake, and you're gonna flatten it with your finger, round those edges just a tiny bit. You're gonna blunt them, actually, not just round them, but blunt them. And I'm gonna use my finger. You see what I'm doing here? Don't move your fingertip. Just work it in a circle. Here's my clay slicer. If it sticks to the table, you can slice it up. Right now you want it to stick to the table. You're going to go back to your Kemper cutter, the circle one. This is the biggest one that they have in the Kemper cutter set. And then you go right back on top, and you'll have a teeny tiny edge around there. Go ahead and cut it, and that'll give you your sides nice and perfect. And those will really work together nicely. Then use your rolled up tin foil or peppercorn, whatever you want. Don't worry about the little circle. We'll take care of that later. And start texturing. Roll your little ball on the side. However that makes you happy. Just texture it. Actually, I think I'm going to turn it over into that. And you can texture the bottom. If you slice it, if you're going to have a little slice on a piece, you're going to want that. Try and make it roundish there. Then you're going to take your chalk pastels, and you're going to use ecru, my favorite color for foods. And you're going to start painting it, or, brushing it. So always start with the sides, give yourself a little idea of how much you're using. And there we go. You can texture before or after this part, it won't matter. That translucent clay gives it a very nice finish, though. That was a little too much yellow there. Or ecru, as I've been corrected. Now, I would like to cut out a slice, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut it now while it's still wet. Come on. There we go. There's our slice. Then I'm going to use a toothpick to use your clay slicer. Pick it up. Pick the little guy up. And you're going to put all kinds of little scratches and stuff in there to give it lots of texture, since your peppercorn or your rolled up tinfoil will probably not fit in there if you're working at this size. Then you're going to go back to your ecru and brush inside there. Oh, and you can use your peppercorn or your curled up or rolled up tinfoil like that. Wow, that was way too much yellow. Alright, well, I'm trying to rush so it's not looking quite as good. But, wow, that just looks like yellow cake. That's not right.
I want to see.
You want to see my mistake?
You put too much
see how
yellow
it's,
in.
Yeah, see how it's yellow? It's not supposed to be quite that yellow. It's supposed to be a creamy white. So brush lightly. You can always add more. You can't take it off. So anyway, then I'm going to use a Wilton cake decorating tip to make my frosting, and it is number 14. Number 14, and I put some translucent clay down in the bottom. I just put like a little ball and put it in there. And you can use the end of a paintbrush or anything you want to squirt some out. Here, scoot over, would you? Okay. No, squirt some out, just like so. Gonna twist it like that. And stick it right on the top there. And then if you have a little plate with a fork, you can put that on there. And here's a bigger one for the whole cake on there. And there you go. There is your cheesecake.